Only a minute in. Hello there, and welcome to Week 7 of ESL Go 4 Cup. You're watching Barton's Wehrmacht sniper his second unit. He is south on Faymanville approach, and he's up against the plucky Brit Helping Hands, who never the bride, always the bridesmaid, but as Dan very rightly said, today he is the maid of honour because he took DevM out in the first round of today's tournament, and he's got a universal carrier coming out, Dan. What do you all guys see?
Yeah, I was just about to say, we haven't seen the UC come onto the field for a while now, and this is really, really cool. This is a nice one. I'm wondering what he's going to do with it, because of course the two upgrades from this are the Vickers and the Wasp. The I may be wrong, sorry. Yeah, it is the Vickers. The Wasp, of course, used to be a really, really good. It used to be so great against the austere faction. So it'd be nice maybe if we could see that again as a nice rolling supporting unit. But this is a build I would say I don't see that often from Brits. Triple infantry squad with the Bren carrier. Interested to see what he's going to do here with this.
I think a Wasp would be a very good choice indeed. It did actually have a few buffs towards the end of 2015. It went from really strong to really weak and then to kind of okay again. So it's definitely an interesting unit to have out. Obviously he's going to be up against Barton Sniper for a lot of the time. It's going to be an interesting
Probably
one.
the reason why it's out maybe is to counter the sniper right from the start. The other good thing you can do with it as well is obviously hop a squad in and you can cap with it on the moves. So that's another good way to get around the map with that. And that's ultimately what it was designed for.
Yeah, it also had that buff against snipers in general, actually, so it's going to be an interesting one. Helping Hands currently has better map control, thanks to the sniper being the second unit out.
Looking for an opportunity to get that sniper there. Barton maybe being a bit cocky there.
It is best of 3 now, so I'm just going to actually update that whilst we are casting. Really shouldn't have tried to go to the toilet in between this, my bad.
Looks like Hans is going for a quick AEC as well. It's going to be a good decision for him in dealing with the Grens, and then maybe going in with the UC afterwards to get the sniper. Although he has overextended with the UC. Takes a Faust for it, but...
Yeah, it does manage to get out, only 40% damage on the universal carrier there. It's a little bit of a trepid start, and Sniper being your second unit always does make it like that. It's always a little bit tentative as you get picked off and you think, oh crap, I can't push into the centre of the bloody map anymore.
One though.
Very strange thing. Obviously, I did have to spit out a big piece of banana when that happened. I was trying to eat a banana whilst you were casting. Then I realised that the camera was on me. so I spat out a little piece of banana, and I don't know where it went. And it's just a horrible feeling knowing that the spat out mush bit of banana is somewhere on my floor or something. sorry, it's not very game related, I know.
Well, speaking of horrible feelings, this one has got to be the fact that Barton has started to reclaim more and more of the map, and Hans has got a lot of pressure on him right now because, of course, he's played an amazing game earlier against DevM. He has to perform right now. He has to show everybody that he is the king. One thing he's got to be really, really careful of is, of course, the sniper that Barton has. Now, Barton is very, very aware of the 100% accuracy get from the incendiary shot, and we notice at the moment Hans is retreating with his squads when they get to 1 man at the moment. That will be a squad wiping situation if Hans continues to do that, so he needs to take into account that at some point that sniper is probably going to have vet 1, and then he needs to make sure that he's retreating when he has a little more chance to escape.
Look at that micro from Barton. He's so good with his snipers. Able to... Oh, he just got uncovered, but regardless, he's very good at keeping them alive. And Hans has had that bad habit a lot, and I've seen that players... Von Ivan's another guy that has that bad habit, keeping one-man squads in situations at times. DevM does it too, so, you know, I'm not just hating on certain players, but you've got certain players that are very, very kind of cautious and always keep their squads alive, and they are not of that particular ilk.
I just want to point out, does Hans think he's... got the cutoff or something? Because look at how the map is still connected in the strangest way.
It's the victory point, isn't it? Yeah.
It's basically the victory point, and it loops around to, the strategic point of munitions on the left, and Hans.
Is that right? Is that not been blinking? No way.
Look at it. It's connected by the strategic point in the mid and the munitions. So.
How bloody odd.
It is, yeah, and this game works in mysterious ways. That's nice that he's still able to do that, to be honest.
Well, I think the fixes for this particular map took like 6 months to implement. So now that we've seen that bug, mind you, they did change the houses pretty quick, to their credit, didn't they? You know, the bug houses.
I don't think that needs to be changed, to be honest.
It's
Because,
kind of cool, isn't it?
the,
Yeah.
the territory still belonged to Barton that was behind his lines, and it prompts a player to not just rush for a cut-off and have complete annihilation over your opponent. You should also be capping your own territories at the same time to instigate that effect.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's kind of a cool dynamic. A lot of maps have that, where if you have the cutoff, you do have the map. And Argentine Crossing Roads hype, that'll be a map soon, and that'll have it. 2-2-2 out for Barton's going to push away this infantry section in no time at all. God, the sniper's doing a lot of work now. It's up to 9 kills and counting, so that's not bad. 3 kills.
Veteran C1 we were talking about as well.
Oh yeah, we've seen a lot of that. When Loveness did his insane kill with the double ability, that was lovely to see.
Yeah. Well, this is what I was saying a second ago. Hans, you watch him every time, he's been retreating with one squad member left, and that's going to work out really, really bad for him if he does that. Because Barton will get it.
Oh, you see what the 222's doing, by the way, don't you, Dan? It's scouting for a sniper that... sniper that's only just come onto the field, so Barton's...
No, that's not true.
Oh, has it? Sorry.
Back to the base. Yeah, no, it has been here for a little bit.
Oh, it's got no kills though. Okay, fair dues, mate. Has it been revealed to Barton?
I don't think it has.
So good. My point about what I was saying about Barton's game sense, he did the right thing there. He went on a little scout. You reckon it's probably right to do that, actually.
Yeah, there's a little chance of the mine, or that it could have been planted there, so a little bit of a risk. And may have missed out on a little pickup there.
AC as well now going to be out for helping hands. So Barton's 222's window of opportunity and glory period is soon going to come to an end. So here we go. We had one Twitch chat user, Captain Frog, say 222 is actually good against Brits without an AEC, and then AEC hype boys, because as soon as it's built, obviously the scout car is not as proficient as it once was. So I can see this going on, this game one going on for a long time, Dan. I mean, it's going to be quite brutal situation, I think.
Yeah, there's definitely a situation that Hans needs to deal with quickly, though, which is preventing Barton from getting hold of too much fuel. You don't want to be fighting off. You need that fuel as the Brits. It's really, really important. And Barton's doing the right thing by constantly denying it, putting a lot of pressure on with the sniper, and also things like the 222 on the right-hand side. A lot of the pressure going on Hans. What would effectively be Hans fuel, and
oh, the AC's found the 222 scout car in a bad position. The sniper's already also waiting for it if it pushes in. Sniper microed around the tree. Does a full retreat away from the situation. That's probably wise from Barton, making use of that superior speed and mobility there. AC is fancying it though. Is Helping Hand's going to go for it? Is he going to go for it? No, he's wise not to as well. There's a pack waiting for him if he did.
Yeah, great play, great decision.
Yeah, he went in there, killed the scout car, as we thought it probably would at some point, and got out of there. Nice hit and run.
I really feel like Hans has settled into more of a consistent play recently. The last times he's done very, very well up until rounds of like the quarters and the semis. And he's looking like a finalist today. By the way, Barton, just to point out an ability, is attack grounding the stone wall that's covering the strategic cutoff, which is really, really cool, because obviously he's trying to break that green cover down to prevent any of the infantry sections getting up and having their rate of fire increase. And again, little things that top players do to even level the playing field a little bit, and that's one of them. It's a great ability.
Also, by the way, we've got to point out it's a command Bren carrier, so he's used... A reason that players put it on that unit, by the way, is because it's a big slowness penalty, and you don't want to actually suffer that on a Cromwell or an AEC. You want them to have their speed, so you put it on the weakest unit that you've got, and you make it into the command vehicle, which gives you command vehicle air support, so that's what that recon plane is right now. So he's got superior vision and mobility.
Barton just completely... kind of like trolled Hans with the rifle nade then. He kind of fired it, waited for the sound, cancelled it, and then fired another one. So Hans moved out of cover, ran back in whilst the rifle grenade was on. He clearly wasn't looking at it, and it hit a bunch of the squad. Fortunately, not too much damage, but a little mind games going on here. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, what I've noticed with Barton, like, let's compare him to his clanmate Price. I mean, Barton doesn't play troll meta. He plays the meta in a trolley way. Price plays completely like made up troll metas with spammed units and such. That is an interesting dynamic there, and that's Barton just showing off like little tricks of the trade that make him such an annoying player to play against, but in a completely legitimate way, of course.
They're both very good players like this in their own right.
Absolutely. Oh, the sniper's in a dangerous position there. Both snipers are getting quite close to one another. We'll probably have a counter snipe at some point in this game.
Lightning War's just been picked.
Nice doctrine, always a powerful one for tournament play.
The good thing about this is going to be very, very good against the sniper as well, the G43's.
Oh, is he going to pick off this squad mate on retreat? He does indeed get the squad wipe. Ballsy from Hans there. He took off the hold fire, he killed the Grenadier on retreat, leaving Barton with a scant army.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate as well, because obviously he just got the tech up to G43's there. Munitions completely wasted along with that squad.
Grenadiers, the G43's newly upgraded, pushing up against the Vickers machine gun outside its field of view, but the AC is going to come in and try and snipe them on retreat. Will the sniper repeat its trick? It's getting into position. A one-man Grenadier. Oh, it doesn't even make it there. The Vickers gets it on retreat. 2 Grenadiers in quick succession for Barton.
Looking pretty grim for Barton right now.
As in any cast of Barton's games, the casters always then mention that Barton is a late game specialist and he always waits till the last 50 minutes before he starts playing properly.
Well, yeah, I mean, there is some truth in this, but he is losing quite a lot at the moment. And Hans has just played solidly throughout. I haven't seen really any mistakes from Hans so far. The build's been good, the counter's been good. If he does manage to get the sniper at any point, that's going to be a real big loss. And he's lined up for it right now.
Talking of which, he's now got the 55 cal Brit sniper in a very prominent position. He's going to be going for that counter snipe very shortly. He's going to be trying to use the command tank. As soon as it recharges, he's got 7 seconds left, 17 seconds left rather, and then he'll be able to scout for the sniper using the planes. And it's a really powerful dynamic that Helping Hands has going on right now.
Barton's got to be feeling the pressure. This is when we like Barton though, because he does deal with pressure very, very well. And he's usually got a couple of tricks up his sleeve for things like this. So it's going to be interesting to see what he comes up with right now to start overcoming Hans. And one of the usual ways that he does this is basically just by simply outperforming in micro. That's a risky thing to do when you've lost this much. He needs to think of maybe one unit that can specifically counter this heavy infantry build. There's mines everywhere on the left-hand side, which Grenadiers and an MG have already been pushed off by. Hans is all over the place.
Yeah, in a good way. He's all over Barton's face right now. The sniper not even waiting for the counter snipe. He took shots off against the pack, allowing the AEC a bit more room for operation.
Engineers just went down to a mortar shot, so mortar's starting to pay off for itself. Hans needs to be careful though, because he's got 2 infantry squads very bunched up. Mortar could be a big hitter there.
So we've got a little bit of low activity whilst Hans waits for his Cromwell to hit the field, and that is indeed what he's got coming out.
This constant recon plane to stop the sniper from getting on the battlefield is just so good.
Is it so good or so...
No, because it's almost like a troll for Barton, you know, like the vehicle air support comes in and Barton can't use his sniper. And it just means that Hans' sniper is just wrecking for manpower on these 4-man squads.
Is it one of those abilities that's not been very well refined by Relic? Because not many players use it since TBF came out, you know, and it seems like it's really powerful, especially in a 1v1 scenario with snipers at work. How many munitions does it cost as well?
I don't think it does it?
Does it not cost munitions? No way.
I'm
just waiting for it to recharge now. It's got 7 seconds left on the recharge. We'll soon be able to see. Pack got decrewed in the meantime.
Probably like 10 or 20.
Yeah, something like that. Here we go. Oh, he triggered it straight away. He doesn't even wait for it. He just puts it on straight away. Hans is spamming that ability like it's going to go out of fashion. And
that's exactly what you want to do. You know, look at the sniper's already got revealed. I don't think it can. Yeah, even in No, it has cloaked there.
It is a free ability, by the way. Twitch chat confirms. So yeah, it's a free ability.
Nearly goes down, by the way.
What did it get hit by?
Well, it got opened up by the recon, and the infantry section just opened up on it, nearly killing it.
Yeah, scant amount of health remaining. Pack finds the Cromwell, and Barton must be really annoyed by this. Maybe if he got an Ostwind out, that'd really help him in this situation to be able to, you know, push back a little bit.
Well, this is really, really great play from Hans. If Hans takes down Devem and Barton today, I'd say he's got a really good chance.
Yeah, he'll be looking strong.
Very, very interesting game when he starts playing, you know, Jeslyn, Lovenest, and so on. He's looking very, very strong at the moment. Could this be the day? Because there's a lot of Hans fans out there. You know, people want to see him win. They followed him week to week. You know, they're desperate to see him get into the finals. This could be the week it happens. I don't want to jinx it.
Well, he won the kickoff cup, but that's like ESL light, because it was for no money and it was a round robin kind of style tournament. It wasn't a knockout tournament. So he won that, so he has won a tournament in inverted commas, but he really wants to get a big weekly win with a bit of money attached to it and pride and prestige attached to it as well. So he's definitely gunning for it. And I think it's important to note, by the way, he's not streaming these games. So A, for me and Dan, we like that so we can cast Hans. But B and C and D, there's a very important things for that. So it's a very important statement, because that means like Barton will not be able to have the screen open or Price watching it and TeamSpeak telling him what Hans is doing. Let's be honest, if Hans is casting live of what he's playing, not 5 minutes delay, that's a competitive disadvantage. Also, Hans won't get any CPU lag, and his computer will be dealing with company heroes a lot more proficiently. So this is helping Hans saying to you right now that he wants to win and he wants every advantage he can get, and that's very cool to see.
He's definitely been taking it a lot more seriously in the last week. Really, really good. Look at this, like Barton's sniper has just been completely removed from the game by this ability.
Oh, he just got counter-sniped, so we sneak it. The British sniper managed to sneak right up on it in the bushes and counter-sniped with the recon plane. God, that's hard for Barton to come back from. And as we say, a Grenadier gets taken out by the hull MG of the Cromwell tank. So yeah, Dan, thanks for bringing his attention back to the sniper there, because I just about caught the counter-snipe.
Let you take over this, so I need to update MoveBot for a second.
No worries, absolutely. Cromwell is now flanking the pack. And Barton surrenders. There you go. G1 to helping Hans. Big victory there.
Yeah, it was a great game. Great British play. I'm actually a bit worried about the next